Marc Loftus, welcome to PostTV at NAB 2014. I'm here with Markus Duerr of Arri. Welcome, Markus.
Welcome, thank you.
You actually brought a close to, I guess, a prototype, production prototype, that you'll be delivering in not too long. You introduced it at IBC last year, the Amira. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the pre-production model, so we're about to ship the camera within this month, so it's the first time we show the camera on NAB. We have introduced it on IBC with a prototype, and the Amira is how we call it, our new documentary style camera. So the Amira combines the very well-known Alexa image quality with an ergonomic which is optimized for single operator, for shoulder mount. It also has stuff like it can go up to 200 frames in full image quality. And it has a color pipeline which is based on 3D LUTs, so it has very high quality access to the color pipelines. You can modify the colors within camera. Stuff you typically do in grading, you can do in the camera. And of course it's Arri product quality, it's future-proof, it's built on FPGA-based electronics architecture, so like the Alexa, you can upgrade the camera with new function as we did with Alexa over the last like 4 years. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What are the formats, and is it like an Arri RAW format as well as HD or UHD format?
The Amira does ProRes in all flavors, from ProRes LT, ProRes 422, 422 HQ, and 4444. And it won't do Arri RAW. That Arri RAW is part of the Alexa camera, so it's not a successor to Alexa, it's a companion more to the Alexa. The Alexa is more for the crew operation. It does Arri RAW, it does 4x3, it does all that stuff, it has integrated lens control system. That's all not coming with the Amira. The Amira is more targeting for the documentary style shooting where the camera operator is typically alone. He may have a sound guy with him, but he doesn't have a crew to operate the camera, so he needs to do that on his own.
And what's the media that it's recording to?
The media is, let me check, there's no card in there, so it's a CFast card, CFast 2.0, it's a new standard. It's an open standard. SanDisk is making these cards currently. Also Alexa announced that they're going to build these cards. And the specifics about these cards are that they have a very high data rate, so they can write up to 350 megabit per second onto the card. In that way we can write 200 frames in ProRes 444 onto that card.
What are the features that make it so geared toward documentary filmmaking as opposed to what the Alexa or the other models do?
This is pretty much the ergonomics. There are a couple of items to look at, and you probably see that here best when you show the camera. So one thing is that we have these dovetails on top and bottom of the camera, so you can bring the camera very well in balance with whatever lens you're using. So that goes for the shoulder pad in the same way as it goes for the viewfinder, so you can modify that also in the same way, right, and bring it in the perfect position. It's very much about the new viewfinder, so it has this fold-away display, so typically you can operate that like that, so you have a normal viewfinder. If you fold that out, you have access A to the camera menu and B also to the live image, so you can see both. And if you have somebody want to let be part of seeing the image, you could just fold it like here, see the image, and like a director, everybody could then see what you're doing. Or you can let somebody have access to the camera menu.
And I see you have a Fujinon lens on here. What's the connectivity?
Yeah. There are a couple of mounts available. In this case, we have a PL mount mounted. There's a B4 mount available, which we have on the booth as a prototype, and there's going to be an EF mount. The mount itself, the camera can be configured with any mount, and the mount itself can be exchanged within like 40 seconds. So we can exchange it on set, on location, no problem. Also an important part for the single operator part is that you have all the camera control on the left side. So in that way, a camera operator on that side, he can, even if the camera is on his shoulder, he has access to all the functionality. There's a specific audio part. If the sound guy, if you want to leave that to the sound guy, he can do all that stuff, all he needs here. And we have this kind of dedicated switches, which is kind of which has been normal for older style cameras, in the older style ENG cameras, but it's now kind of unique with new cameras, with new kind of digital cameras. But this gives you a kind of haptic response. You don't have to look what you're switching. You just have to feel the switch it, and you of course see what you're switching in the viewfinder or on the panel. And it's a very intuitive way of accessing the camera settings. You don't have to go to the menu. And they're all fully programmable. There's one for white balance, one for exposure index, and one for which you can customize for looks or for frame rates or things like that.
Since it's for documentary filmmaking, do you see this mostly as a rental product going to the rental houses, or do you think it'll be a purchased?
I think it's both. It's both. It's certainly something for owner-operators. We don't expect that it's going to be the kind of middle-of-the-road run-and-gun style news shooting. That's probably not the right camera for that. But for the higher part of that kind of TV broadcast shooting, it can be a camera for an owner-operator, but it also in the same way can be a camera for a rental.
Do you have pricing announced yet, or?
Yes, there's pricing announced. The camera starts at $39,999. And there are 3 models available. You can change between the models very easily. You can upgrade any model to any other model just by a software license. You can also have these software licenses temporarily, so you can purchase them for just 1 week. So if you, let's say you start with a basic model with 100 frames and you want 200 frames for a job, you just purchase for a week the advanced license and you get the 200 frames for a week.
We want to thank you for bringing it here to the Post booth so that we could share it with our viewers, and have a great show.
Thank you very much.